I think changes I would still want to see for SF6 Season 3.
Hey guys, hope you've been enjoying the YouTube content. I've been working hard to consistently upload on every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Be sure to like the videos and hit that subscribe button.
All right, so I would still change. You can't do drive rush into special moves anymore. That gotta go. No more drive rush DP, drive rush command grab, drive rush sway, etc. Drive rush sway is probably the biggest one. I'm willing to take away drive rush command grab so I don't have to deal with any of this other stuff. That's lame. How is that? I don't think that's lame. I'm taking away options, brother. I can't. I feel like it's more toxic than healthy. Yeah, this is a worthy sacrifice. I'm willing to get rid of drive rush command grab to not have to deal with drive rush into sway. SF4 style, hard knockdown for punish counter throw. I guess I should probably do everything together. I'm gonna put this in like the drive rush category. All the stuff I want to change with drive rush. I don't know how to nerf perfect parry. I actually think nerfing perfect parry is incredibly hard. I think nerfing every mechanic in this game is just mad hard. Perfect parry anti-air just needs to go. Perfect parry anti-air gone. Perfect parrying a jab shouldn't be punishable. Nah, the game kind of needs that too. I agree with the scaling on super for perfect parry. I don't know what else to change with perfect parry. I actually don't think anything else about it is you can change without being over dramatic. I think perfect parry is fine. I legit don't think of any other way to kind of nerf perfect parry aside from that. Drive parry. Can't hold parry for 30 frames into drive rush. I stand by that, and I don't think that hurts any character's combo. I don't like when this happens, and then you get counter hit because the dude just whip parry and then said, "F it, I'm gonna go." I guess if it's just like you trying to raw drive rush in neutral, it's fine. Maybe 30 is too much. Maybe it should be like 25. I think hold parry into drive rush actually shouldn't be a thing. This is just general system, and I want to put it before I forget. This is just a general change. Blocking takes less drive meter, and I will show you guys what change I would make. I don't know how much burnout lasts now, but I do think with this change, it'll probably be better. And I do feel like people can go into burnout and then stall really easily just to get their meter back. It takes a long time, but even then, just throwing fireballs and stalling is kind of bad. I would still make it last longer because you're gonna take less meter for blocking. Some characters don't really rely on special moves. I can see that, but I guess it would have to be like very character specific. I mean, for being in burnout, especially if I'm gonna make burnout take less drive meter. Say I'm jury and like Luke would take like 2 drive bars just for blocking that block string. I think Luke should probably lose like 1 meter for doing that. So I think burnout should last longer, but I think you should probably lose like 1. And throws are, I'm being completely honest, I don't know how to fix throw loop. I'm with Capcom. I don't think they should be in the game, but I damn sure don't know how to fix this. I don't know how to change it. I guess make throws loose to mashing buttons would be fine. Actually, yeah, that's probably the best change. Nah, I'm not increasing the tech window. Reactable throws are the worst thing in fighting game. Any fighting game with reactable throws is terrible, and you guys should feel bad. I will die on that hill. You don't think tuning characters after giving them SF5 style throw loops would be viable? It's weird because basically you can't, like, giving Manon Chun's throw range is not a nerf because Manon's still gonna be mad close. JP's just go to zone again. Guile's go to zone again, so they don't really care. You can't make it so you have to drive rush for throw loop because all the DP characters become broken because you just DP as soon as you see green. It's such a weird change. The problem with giving people throw immunity on wake up is like there's no way to really pressure in this game because there's no plus frames. No one's plus enough to do anything. If Luke couldn't throw me after he threw me the first time, say I'm playing Luke and I can't throw anymore, what the f am I gonna do? Cross medium punch into what? That's it. That's the end of my turn. And I'm being generous with Luke. Imagine if I'm Ken. Well, I guess I'll do meaty heavy punch. A lot of characters had plus on block move. So like Karen would throw me in the corner, but she would just do walk up crouch medium punch, which was +2. So she still got a string to do. Like Balrog would do meaty heavy kick. You had plus frames to really just continue to pressure your opponent. In this game, like I said, I don't have plus frames. What am I gonna do? It's hard to really gauge how to change throw loop because like I said, I don't think there's a real good way to fix it. I'm trying to think of a throw loop change. I'm trying to think of a good way to nerf throw loop. I think other fighting games do it better because throws are obviously in every fighting game. I think Strive handles it much better than SF6 because if somebody tries to throw you in Strive and you're like, this motherfucker about to throw me, you just explode, which I think is good. Same thing happens in City of Wool, where it's like, oh, I think he's gonna throw me, I'm just gonna short hop and punish him for like 40 or 50%. I think that's good, but you can't really do that in this game. I'm already taking away special moves from Drive Rush. I don't think I should take away throws from Drive Rush. The reason why I don't think Drive Reversal will ever be safe in this game is because the whole parry mini game. In Street Fighter 5, there was no parry mini game. If I did a V reversal, A, I was actually wasting a valuable resource, but B, I couldn't play this tap parry mini game with my opponent. I think the tap parry mini game hurts more than it does good. But the problem with the tap parry mini game and why I actually think the tap parry mini game exists is because in this game you can kind of fight the frame data with parry. But also, chat, I don't think they're gonna take out throw loops, only due to the fact that I definitely don't think they're taking out throw loops this season. They would already did it. Or they would have already tried to make changes for it in season 2. So I actually don't think they'll take out throw loop. To be honest, of all the changes here, the only one I actually think that might happen, which because I think is pretty simple, would be punish counter on Drive Rush. That's the only one I can actually see happening. I think one thing that this game doesn't accommodate for, and I know me and Problem talked about this as well, not having a DP in this game is Not having a DP is literally the worst thing actually ever, because there's mix-ups you just have to take that other DP characters can just get out of. And I think that's actually very bad, but there's no way to really fix it. Like, one thing about playing Manon that I think it's so funny is I'll do this a lot, but if I'm playing against any of those characters, this is free real estate. I'm in for free. They can't do anything about this. But if I'm playing against like Luke or Cammy, bro, I'm eating a DP. This is just free damage for them at that point. Yeah, no DP in this game is so bad, but I don't know how to fix it. You can't just give everyone a DP. That wouldn't make any sense. Throw invincible. Come on. You give everyone a throw invincible move. It's high risk. That's not a terrible idea. In some way, they would just make DI a bit faster to punish throw. It might work. If they make DI throw invincible, it's a high risk. If you're right on the dude throw looping you, you'll eat and you'll eat a huge punish counter, and then you'll scare the opponent for actually trying to throw you. And if they're like, oh, you tried to DI me and you were wrong, they eat DI back and then they're losing mad meter. So it's high risk, high reward. I actually think that's pretty good. I think all of these changes are pretty good. I actually stand by this one. If you guys don't like this change, you guys are haters. We'll never truly be able to understand what's going through the mind of the SF6 dev, because I don't think any of these changes will actually happen aside from maybe the drive rush. It's gonna be funny when season 3 happens and nothing changes.